Hello, unstoppable Aries. Welcome to Ocean Moonflower. We are going to look at your January 2025 predictions for the astrology predictions. This is a very interesting time for you, Aries. And whether you're an Aries sun, moon, or rising sign, the forecast has been crafted to help you channel your natural energy and focus on what truly matters this month. So grab a drink, settle in. Let's talk about astrology. So, Aries, just so you know how I work, for those many of you know, I keep astrological data within my calendar for the month, including planetary, not only planetary alignments, what zodiac signs the planets are in, as well as any aspects associated with the current month. So I've got that in front of me. I've got notes in front of me here. And I've got the astrological chart in front of me as well. So let's dig deep, okay? January 2025. Whoa, let's start with the big picture theme. The sun is in Capricorn. Around the 20th, it moves into Aquarius. With the sun in Capricorn, the sun is in your 10th house. This is your 10th house of career and reputation. This is also where your career ambitions are. The beautiful part about this for you, Aries, as you move into January 2025, is you have an opportunity to really pursue your professional goals and to claim the spotlight that you deserve from all your hard work and efforts. There is going to be a focus on that as we move into Aquarius as well, because Aquarius has to do with your social networks and community. So you'll be focused on work, and as you move towards social, you'll be looking to see how can you collaborate with others to bring about some sort of change on the career front. How can you collaborate with others to perhaps start a new business to bring in other streams of income, which I will show you, or I will tell you about, is also coming during the month of January. So important things going on for you on the career front in January. Claim that spotlight, baby. Be that fiery Aries that you are and go after it, okay? As we begin January, Mercury in the month of December went direct about mid-December. And we're sitting in this post-shadow energy that has been uncomfortable for many signs. We also had a full moon in Gemini, which caused a clashing of wills, a clashing of egos, things of that nature. So these last couple weeks of December have kind of been up and down for a lot of people and have left people feeling unsettled. So as you move into January, the Mercury post-shadow is lifting. And about mid-January-ish, about January 15th, you should see all of that clear. Now, Mercury has been in your 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius, and so it has been impacting higher education, travel, philosophy, things of that nature. So if there's been any stalled academic projects or any stalled long-term travel plans, you should see that start to subside and open up for you about mid-January. There should be some movement in that area. We also see that Uranus is stationing direct on January the 30th, and this is impacting your 2nd house of finances and personal values. This is where you are going to feel this need to reassess your personal spending habits and brainstorm about new income streams. I caution you to not necessarily dive headfirst into new income streams, to actually wait till mid-January where you could do some research, utilize that 9th house energy properly to do some research and learn more about those income streams before diving headfirst. So do take that into consideration. You will have these ideas very likely before mid-month, but wait till mid-month when you can fully research and get all the information that you need so that you don't miss anything. And that clarity will be there for you to help you make your decisions on these goals. Does that make sense? So you're going to want to wait till mid-January. Now let's talk about the full moon. Full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer. Cancer is in your 4th house. Fourth house is the fourth house of family. It's the fourth house of home, emotional foundations, things of that nature. Cancer feels very comfortable here in this particular house. You will be in this mindset of evaluating your personal life during that time. So that's the full moon is on January the 13th in Cancer at 17:26 in the evening. So that's 5:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you, for the 2 weeks following, there will be this need to evaluate your personal life, see what makes you feel safe and supported. Do you feel safe and supported in your home environment? You may also look at your living situation and your relationships with family members and reassess those, see if any adjustments need to be made in those areas as well. And the full moon is going to encourage you, Aries, to prioritize your well-being, not the well-being of others, your well-being. That's going to be your priority. Then as we move towards the end of the month, the new moon in Aquarius is on the 29th, January the 29th at 07:35. That's 7:35 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And as we talked about, Aquarius is that 11th house of friendship, social network, community. Social causes also, that's something that we didn't talk about, but it's also the house that speaks of social causes. This is a great time for you to kind of expand your network, especially since we're leading up to that energy towards the end of the month, and see if there's any old friendships you want to rekindle or any community involvement you wish to get more embroiled in and really expand your horizons on the social front. Now let's dig into some nitty-gritty. Looking at the chart, we have Mars in Leo trine the node in Aries on January the 2nd. This is going to bring some clarity on your life direction. You'll feel a renewed sense of purpose and some motivation to take bold steps towards your goals. I believe these goals are going to be on the career front based upon the other movement that we're seeing in January. You may be looking at, is it possible for you to move into some sort of leadership role? And how can you make some sort of strategic move to make that happen? So I still believe you're going to be focused on career based on what I'm seeing. Now, Mars will be in opposition to Pluto on January the 3rd. And this is going to be really intense for you. It's a power struggle and hidden tensions. So you have this great motivation on the 2nd, and then boom, on the 3rd, there's this push-pull dynamic instead. So you may have some struggles with authority and partnerships. Maybe good to kind of use that time constructively, take a step back, and try not to get involved in confrontation. You will be triggered, very likely, on the 3rd. The Sun will be square Chiron in Aries on the 8th. Now, Chiron, I have some notes on Chiron that I wanted to bring forth to you, my dear Aries. Chiron is in your sign. So it will be in your first house. This is going to bring up core wounds about your identity, your self-expression, any insecurities you might be struggling with or may have struggled with in the past, and how you can step into your authentic power. And as we see, this theme seems to be you coming into your own with regards to career, with regards to, showing yourself to be a leader, showing yourself to be capable. So we see this really strong energy of you facing those fears and moving forward. We also see Black Moon Lilith is in Leo in your 5th house, which is going to encourage you to look at some of your suppressed fears and desires with regards to creativity, romance, and pleasure, fun. Maybe you're working too much and you're starting to look at work going, oh gosh, I have no time for social interaction. I have no time to have fun. So you may be focused on some of those fears, suppressed fears there as well. One other thing about Aquarius and the 11th house movement that we see in January is Vertex is in the 11th house. And there will be some karmic connections that will come into your life through your social networks towards the end of the month. And it's important for you to pay attention to any chance meetings or collaborations that feel destined to be, but also know that karmic connections can bring karmic lessons. So be prepared for both positive and potential negative that need to be addressed. Address them, move forward as quickly as you can. So we do see that Chiron is square the sun on January the 8th, which is going to bring up that sense of vulnerability, that sense of self-worth, and you'll have to confront some insecurities or past wounds you may have. And since it's speaking of Capricorn, the sun in Capricorn, these could be in the workplace. Important to note that there could be a real big challenge on self-acceptance in the workplace. On January the 11th, the sun will be square Lilith in Libra, and this can trigger some themes about independence and assertiveness in your relationships. There may be a need for you to set some boundaries to reclaim your personal power. Personal power is your theme for January 2025. Personal power. You want to use this energy to balance between your needs and the needs of others. On the 13th, Sun will be trine Uranus. This is a good time for you to have, make your ideas come about. Any unexpected opportunities may come your way. There may be a need to embrace change, take some risks. Be careful of financial matters, as we saw that second house movement earlier in the video. If you need to, you can rewind to that. Sun opposite Mars, 15th. There could be some potential conflicts there. Anytime we have, so Mars rules over Aries, so Mars is great because it makes you very active. A lot of you Aries are involved in some sort of sports, some sort of, activity, which is fantastic. That's that Mars energy. But Mars can also be quick to trigger. And so when Mars is in opposition of something, you have to be careful of those potential conflicts because you may be easily triggered since Mars is your ruler. And we have a powerful opposition mid-month that may have you expressing your energy and trying to avoid unnecessary arguments. So try to be constructive. Channel your energy into those sorts of physical activities that you enjoy so much. Venus will be trine Mars on the 25th. This is great for romance, creativity, social interaction. Since on the 25th, you will also have a lot of movement in Aquarius in the 11th house. It's great for social connection. Your natural charisma is going to be highlighted that day, and it will be real easy for you to connect with people. Your confidence will also be boosted, which can help you to push forward towards connecting with other people. And it looks like that's about it for you. That's about it, Aries. Self-discovery and healing, super important. Focus on confronting any vulnerabilities and growing stronger emotionally. Ambition is huge for you this month. Ambition, focusing on your goals, taking bold, decisive action. That's going to be super important. Relationships, enhancing romance, passion, social charisma are also very important this month. And balancing your assertiveness. So be careful not to be triggered, my dear Aries. Keep the fire in a low simmer at times, but let the fire heat up in the romantic sector. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you for January 25. Mahalo nui loa for joining me today, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Kiss, kiss. Mwah, mwah. I'll see you again soon. Ta-ta for now. Later, Gator.